Hi, my name is Michael Fortune. I'm the Director of Field Marketing and Partnerships here at AppLovin. If you're looking for tips about how to monetize your apps or games, well, you've come to the right place. Going back to the early days of monetization, when the App Store was recently launched, developers could only make money from a couple different ways. They could either sell their apps or they could set up in-app purchases. But what we saw during that period was that only about 5% of users were actually contributing to revenue. So what we had was a segment of about 95% of users who weren't being monetized at all. And this is really what gave rise to in-app advertising. So it started off with very simple, not very interactive banner ads, and this slowly migrated to much more engaging and thoughtful ways to integrate ads. This really centered around the start of rewarded video. And this created a value exchange across all the parties involved. So your advertisers were able to get their content in front of consumers and build a positive association with their ads. You had developers who could now use video in an opt-in format that provided a high quality user experience. And then for the users, there was a value exchange taking place so that they could earn some type of virtual currency, or in a communication app, they could be given credits to be able to text or call their friends. But it really made sure that each party had something to benefit from this type of advertising mechanic. So hybrid monetization refers to a mechanism in which app developers can make money. It uses a variety of different channels to do so, including in-app purchases, advertising revenue, as well as subscriptions. So the goal being here is for developers to be able to maximize LTV by mixing and matching any one of those three strategies. Yeah, so for mobile gaming apps, they really take a wide variety of different strategies here. If you're a hyper-casual developer, for example, who is looking for a mass market audience, in-app advertising works really well because you have a really high volume amount of users, and with that volume, you're able to serve a lot of ads and generate a sustainable business model. So it's a little bit different as we move further down the line in terms of sophistication towards a casual game or a puzzle app who tends to use more hybrid monetization tactics. So what we see is most common for these types of games is to use all three: advertising, in-app purchases, and subscription revenue. Moving a little bit further down the line in terms of sophistication is your mid-core and hardcore games. So these could be genres such as the 4X one, strategy, or role-playing games. So what we see is most common in these types of games is to use a mixture of subscriptions and in-app purchase revenue. So in-app bidding has really made monetization much easier for developers. If you look back at how ad monetization worked years ago, everything was based on historical CPMs, and it required a lot of manual changes. This wasn't really sustainable, and what we've really seen as ad monetization has taken off as a dominant way to monetize your apps, the technology has improved along with it. So what in-app bidding brought to the industry was the ability for app developers to run a simultaneous auction where they're able to maximize the value of each impression from a variety of different demand partners. Because this is automated, it actually gives developers a lot more time back, and they're also able to create more competition for their bidding partners, leading to higher LTVs. So it's really ushered in a new wave of developers who are leading with ad monetization rather than having that be a complementary revenue stream. So the mobile app ecosystem evolves really quickly, and app developers and game developers are constantly coming up with new concepts and innovative ideas to attract consumers. So it's no surprise that the ad ecosystem is also continuing to evolve with these changes. So you can expect that app developers and game developers are going to find more seamless ways to integrate ads into the actual user experience and making sure that they're still able to make money in the process. So I expect to see this trend continue. So that's it for now. I'm Michael Fortune. We'll see you next time.